something here that's very cool. Company reached out to me and offered to send me something, and I looked into them and everything, and they are 100% legit and everything. So this is something that is a hard thing to get for a lot of us who are preparing and setting things back and getting things ready, is good medical antibiotics. A lot of people go with the fish route and everything. That there's speculation on how strong it is, the dosage, and how good it is really safe for humans and things like that. Something's better than nothing. But Jase Medical is a company where you can get antibiotics online, human antibiotics, actually from doctors. And it's become a thing now where we can get these online now. You know, a lot of us, if you're sick, you have to go to the doctor and get a prescription for something. And usually, you know, you're supposed to take it all, and you really can't store anything back. You know, some of us, you know, I've done it many times too, where you just don't take your full regimen that you're supposed to, and you kind of hold some back and everything like that. But, you know, what you have left a lot of times is not very much. Unless you're on a prescription of something where you have it all the time, this is something that is hard to get. And this company, Jase Medical, offers a bunch of different types of antibiotics and stuff, and especially tailored to you and any conditions that you have. Like if you've got high blood pressure, or if you've got some other kind of issue going on, certain medications you can't take, they ask all the right questions. I'll put a link down to them below. You guys go check them out. If this is something that you're really interested in, and for the price that you're getting it, is really not that bad also. So just think about what you already pay for prescriptions normally. But a lot of these you can't get without an actual prescription, you know, by going to the doctor and things like that. And it's good to have this stuff on hand, because you got to think about it. What about, you know, a lot of the scenarios that we go through in our heads a lot of times, if the grid is down, you know, medical services are down, they're overran, something like that. Things like, you know, you can't get this stuff. What about, you know, we know that a lot of our medications are made in China, you know. Why? I don't know. Stupid. But, you know, shortages on supplies, things like that. We've seen it over and over in the last several years because of this pandemic deal that's been going on, that we have been in short supply of food and products and just things, you know, in general, just little things here and there. And it's only going to get worse, I think. So, but something like this to have for you and your family on hand is very cool to have. Let's get a close-up of it, check it out, show you what's in mine. All right, guys, start off with, came in this box, all this information right here, paperwork, things like that, just kind of like what you would get at a doctor's office, just stuff like that. So, and gives you a description of every type of antibiotic that's in there, what it's for, things like that. Well, it comes in this nifty little case right here. Keep it all together. All right. So, what I have in mind is I have a bottle of Cipro. 28 tablets in that one. Metronidazole, I guess that's how you pronounce it. 30 tablets in that one. Doxycycline, there is 120 tablets, because there's actually 2 bottles of that, so there's probably 60 in each, I'd imagine. Maybe there's 120, I don't know, I haven't opened it up. They're all sealed. They're all sealed, everything like that. And then I have a bottle of amoxicillin. And then it comes with this, zithromycin right here. So, very cool. It's all stored in this little case, all in bottles that are sealed and everything. And it comes with this emergency antibiotic guide. and it tells you exactly everything what a lot of this medicine is for. You got your amoxicillin, tells you your cautions, your expiration date, and things like that. Bites, wounds, pneumonia, zithromycin, pneumonia, traveler's diarrhea, bioterror. There's a bunch of good stuff in here. A lot of it for plague, bioterror, also got some for tinnitus, or not tinnitus, tetanus, bioterror. I mean, there's a lot of different ones. And there's even other medicines that's listed in here that is not in here because, like I said, it may be tailored to you, because that's exactly what it is. You will go through a process on their website, and it will ask you a series of questions like you do when you go to a doctor's office, and they will take a look at that and see what you can and can't take if you have any kind of conditions, any something that where this stuff will interact with or anything like that. So you don't want that. So they take care of you on that. This is one, like I said, guys, this is a 100% doctor-run, board-certified, 100% legit company out of Utah. Very cool that they do this. Now, it's been, I guess, because of this on the pandemic, some of the things that's changed is because a lot of stuff become online, is that online doctoring has become a big thing. So you can get this now without having to go see your doctor, and they can fix you up with a bunch of stuff. Now, this stuff is good to have. Now, one of the things is that me too, also, I've had questions over the years about medical stuff, storing medicines, that, what's the shelf life on those and things like that. Well, generally, 2 to 3 years after their expiration date, if you store it, just in your cupboard or something, your cabinet. But if you store it in proper conditions where it's dry, it's cool, they can exceed well past 5 years, and that's at full potency still. Now, I got a cousin who's a pharmacist. He's been a pharmacist for, 30 years plus now, probably 30, at least 30 now. And he's a couple years younger than me, but he's a pharmacist. Now, I've asked him this, and he's like, all medications for basically your full potency are 7 years past the expiration date. Now, I've asked him this on multiple occasions, just to always be sure, and things like that. But yeah, medications 7 years past the expiration date at full potency. Now, it says on here, and other things that I've read before too, that antibiotics stored in proper conditions, dry, cool, dark areas, can last up to 20 years with 90% potency. So that's a good thing, because these are going to be like stored back for when you do need them and you can't get to a medical doctor or anything like that if the grid is down. That's what this stuff really is for. It's outstanding that they're able to do this. So, guys, I'll put a link down to them below if you want to take you and your family's health seriously. And, I mean, this is not just for prepping. You can get this stuff if you're, for any occasion. I mean, it's not just for that, but that's what I'm going to use this for, is to sit back and put up until a time of need, without having to be able to get to a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've got some other medications that I can put in here. Fortunately, but kind of unfortunately, my wife has arthritis. And, with the pandemic and things like that, she was prescribed, even before COVID hit, has been prescribed and still prescribed the hydroxychloroquine that is to be used with that stuff. So that's something we've had and always had on hand, because, and so we were, fortunate with that. If we got COVID, that, hey, we could just kind of take this. And she, takes it for arthritis, because it's a multitude of medicines. I know it's a malaria medicine,
but that's what they, you know, use it for, a lot of stuff like that. And anyway, so, you know, some of that will go in here, and you can add, you know, you can add some other things that, you know, to put to it, like your own medications and other things you may want to, you know, stock up on, some, you know, some headache pills, you know, of some types, maybe some muscle relaxers if you're injured, or maybe you need them for other purposes, whatever, you know. So, but anyway, that is a very cool item to have. And Jase Medical, I mean, that's very cool, and then thanks to them for reaching out to me. I much appreciate it. And it's one thing that I have not been able to get myself, just, you know, as a package like this, without having to go to the doctor for something. That's one thing that I've not been able to get. I've got some put back, like I said, because I've not taken all of a prescription before, you know. It felt better, felt good, and I know you're not really supposed to do that, but anyway, I've done it. We've all done it, but I don't think what I have is enough to really knock something out, you know. It might be some stuff I've actually gotten that I've never even used, so. But anyway, Jase Medical, very cool, and the antibiotics they give you cover a multitude of things, from minor things like getting a cut and an infection to bioterrorism, guys, you know, plague and things. So it's a multitude of things, and they will tailor it to you, your medical conditions. If you have any, they will tailor it to you. Go check them out. Jase Medical, very cool. Keep it heavy.